his computer so that they can get a recording. So even if you miss some part of it, don't worry, it's going to be in an online course for you. All right, so welcome everybody. Hundreds of you registered, and some might not make it live, some might get a replay. I'm really, really excited for this opportunity, and thank you so much for coming on. This was something very, very passionate to my heart because when it comes to economic power, economic freedom, somebody said if video is freezing, can somebody tell me on the chat, is the video freezing or not? Somebody said the video is freezing. Is the video freezing for you or it looks good on your side? Is the video freezing or looks good on your side? Okay, all right, so it's good for everybody. So if your video is freezing, maybe there's something going on with your internet connection. Okay, it's better now. All right, good, good, good. All right, so we're going to get started because time is money and money is time, right? Late comers, they don't make money, right? But early people, they make money. So let's get started now. So I'm going to share my screen and then we're going to go from there. So let me know when you can see my screen. All right, good. All right, let me know when you can see my screen. Let me know what you see. Put on the chat. Some people are waiting to, hold on 1 second. Uh, I have to allow them in. Uh, allow. Uh, all right, so let me know if you can see my screen good. All right, I can see the screen. All right, great, 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 great. All right, we're going to get started now. All right, so I want to welcome you to the six-figure formula, right? AKA Passion to Profit Mastermind. So it's very, very important that we all work in economic and financial freedom. So my goal for the next 3 days is to teach you everything I know. I'm not going to leave anything on the table. So just make sure you're ready to receive as much as possible. That have helped me from going from zero or $100 to where I am today. And I believe that the same principles, the same strategies, the same things I've learned that have helped me can also work for you as well. Okay. Another thing that's also very, very important too with this 3 days mastermind is that we begin to understand that the old way of making money online is over, right? Or the old way of making money actually, in the old way, as a black person, many of us, we didn't have that, a lot of examples with people that look like us making money online, right? When people wanted to make money, they usually, played basketball, football, they were rappers, athlete, they open up a barber shop, or they had some kind of physical type of business. So when it comes to our culture and community, if you're black, right, or brown, it's very, very difficult for us to understand online business because it's not something that is very, very familiar with us in our culture, right? So it's very hard for us. Now, if somebody say, okay, well, I'll teach you how to open up a store, open up a salon, open up a thrift store, this store, that, or the other, something physical, right? It's very, very easy, or it's easier for us to grasp and it's easier for us to understand. But the truth is this: from the 70s and 80s, right? Real wealth, real economic freedom, real financial power has totally moved online. So if you are not online, if you are not making money online, you are either making money the hard way or you are really missing out from the financial opportunities that is out there. So my focus in these 3 days is to exposed to some of you or those already familiar to make it more evident to you that the best way to make money online in 2021 and forever is online business. And there are several ways you can make money online, and I'm going to show you as many as possible. So let's go into the slides now. All right, so today's sponsor is Vonza. So if you don't know, Vonza is an all-in-one platform that makes it easy for you to run your business online. So without Vonza, you're gonna need at least 12 plus tools to run your business online. But with Vonza, all you need will be Vonza to help you to build your website, sell online courses, e-commerce, that means selling physical products, digital products, memberships, funnels, forms, and a whole lot of other tools. So all you need, the only platform you need for your online business is Vonza. If you don't have a Vonza account, please create one. You're going to really, really love it. All right, we're going to do a little quick icebreaker. So tell me on the chat, what is your name and where are you watching from? I like to know people who are watching and where they're watching from. What is your name and where are you watching from? All right, I see. Let me see what am I seeing now. I'm seeing Terrell, Macon, Georgia, Joy, Maryland, Broderick, Houston, Natasha, I think I'm pronouncing it right. Duluth, Georgia, Miranda, Maryland, Shakira, New York, Kikilomo, Atlanta. Sorry for not doing good justice to your name. Chantel, Atlanta. Tola, Florida. Broderick, Houston, Ryan, New Jersey. Sandra, Atlanta. Acrobus, Acre Boys, New York. Phoebe, St. Kitts, Caribbean in the house. All right, Shemina, Kennesaw. All right, and it goes on and on. That is so awesome. That is so awesome. All right, so let me see on the chat real quick. What's the number one thing you want to learn or achieve from this training today? That will also give me some information that will help me to kind of deliver this content way better for you guys today. Makinde watching from Highway 71, Rest Area, Ohio. Wow, somebody's in the Rest Area. That's dedication. Like he wants to get this knowledge. So he's pull over. I'm like, I want to get this. Okay, that's good. I like that. So, what is the one thing? What is the one thing that you want to get from this teaching today? Okay, Natasha said financial freedom. Teresa, I want to know how to set up online educational consulting. Okay, financial freedom, online educational consulting. All right, who else? Knowledge about how I can launch my own platform. Okay, that's good. New knowledge about financial freedom, how to create an online course. Okay, all right. What are the reasons you are here? What's the number one thing you want to get from this training today? Anybody else have anything different they want to learn, or this is pretty much it? Courses, knowledge, open up your platform, financial freedom. Okay, I think that's decent. All right. In case you don't know me, because some of you, this is your very first time being in my training, I am Dr. Uyi Abraham. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm a business coach. I'm a prophet. I'm a philanthropist. And I'm the CEO and founder of Vonza.com. And I showed you earlier what Vonza does. And Vonza is a sponsor of this event today. All right. So let me say some things real quick. Write this down. This is very, very important. To create a profitable six-figure online business, number one, you don't need a large following or email list. That's very, very important because for some people, they kind of just call themselves off. They kind of just give up on themselves because they feel like they don't have a large following, they don't have a large email list, right? I'm going to show you how I did it from scratch with zero marketing, with zero leads, with zero follow. I'm not really that popular online. I barely get 50 likes on some certain post that I do, right? But I still have figured out how to make money online. And that's what I'm going to show you over the course of 3 days. All right, people are waiting. Let me uh hold on, guys. I think I need to stop the share real quick so I can allow some people to come on. Uh I think people are waiting. Give me a second. Okay. All right. All right. So let's go back. Let me go previous. All right, so this is where I was, right? So you don't need a large following or list, okay? You don't need that. I'm going to teach you, I don't know, maybe day 2 or day 3, how to do ninja marketing, how to sell without having a big list. And also too, you don't need to be an expert. I'm going to teach you how you can be an agent. You can have an agency without really knowing how to do anything and still make money online. You also don't need to run ads. Hold on, guys. I don't, sorry, I'm getting a little bit distracted here because, Zoom have this new security feature that you have to accept people. So I don't know if anybody's on I'm trying to make sure nobody's waiting and not being able to come on. So give me 1 second, please. I keep getting that notification that people needs to come on. So somebody very familiar with Zoom knows the best way to know if somebody's waiting. And give me 1 second. Uh, I don't want nobody mad and say I couldn't get in. Yeah, see, I'm getting text messages now. People say they are waiting. Admit all. Okay, good. Admit all. Okay. See, I was getting text messages. People said they couldn't get in. All right, so that's why it's not good to be late. So those of you that came late, you missed some part of it. But the good news is that you can always watch the replay, right? All right, so I'll keep checking on that to make sure that everybody's in. All right, I think everybody's in now. All right, good. All right, so I'll go back to sharing my screen. All right, so this is where I was, right? So you don't need to run ads. In fact, this particular webinar, even though it was only $47, I tried to make it very affordable. You know, it made me thousands of dollars, right? And I didn't spend zero on ads. So you don't need to run ads to make money online. Also, too, you don't need to be famous or popular, right? Again, I don't think I'm really famous or popular like some other people are, but I'm still making money online. The same can you. Also, too, you don't need to be good in tech. So these are some things that is very, very important that we put out there. So now here's the agenda for the 3 days. So day 1, we're going to be talking about developing the millionaire mindset, how to see opportunities, then the 10 secrets that can make you 6 figures or more. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Then tomorrow, day 2, we're going to be talking about the 3 secrets to turning your passion into profit. We're also going to be talking about how to create your unique signature offer. That is so key. There got to be something that differentiates you from what other people are already creating, right? If you don't have something that's very unique and that is your signature offer, you can just be echoing out there and nobody's really vibing with you because there's nothing unique or different that you bring into the market. One of the reasons why a lot of people not making money online because they don't know how to craft their own unique signature offer. So we're going to be talking about that tomorrow. Then also to how to get high quality customers for free, zero marketing budget. I barely spend money on ads and marketing, but I have clients that consistently pay me anywhere from $20,000 to $50,000. In fact, some of my IT clients are here that have paid me anywhere from $3, 5, 10, $20,000, right? Day number 3, how to launch your digital product business. In 2021, you must have something you are selling. In 2021, let me say it again. Someone needs to write this down. In 2021, you must have something you are selling online. I don't care if you're selling your knowledge, you're selling an ebook, you're selling t-shirt, you're selling coaching, you're selling an online course, you're selling something. You must sell something online. So, and that's called digital products. So we're going to teach you how you can sell your digital products online, how to design your online course. That's going to be day number 3. We're going to, talk about design your curriculum, uploading your content, everything about that. Then also to how to launch your coaching products on Vonza. We're going to talk about that as well. Then also to how to do marketing like a ninja. I'm going to teach you how I get these clients that easily pay me anywhere from $47. I think maximum I've been paid in a year is 50,000. From 47 to $50,000 without spending any money and getting these high quality clients that will pay you whatever you charge. Then on Saturday, if you've not upgraded to VIP, I recommend you do so, because again, these 4 days, including Saturday, is meant to really, really help you to create a 6-figure income. Money Secrets training. I'm going to have Dr. Faith, my beautiful wife. She's going to be joining me on Saturday. Then also to how to use personal credit to build wealth. I'm not going to lie to you. The very first thing I did, for the second thing, the first thing was my mindset. The second thing I did to start building wealth was building my credit. You cannot make money in America with bad credit, except you just inherited so much money. So I'm talking about to build your personal credit, how to build your business credit and get up to $250,000 in business credit. Car rental secrets, my unique $1 million playbook, Q&A, and a bunch of other good stuff. So if you've not upgrade to VIP after the class today, I'm going to send the email out. Go ahead and register. It's only $97 for that day, and it's going to be totally worth it. All right, so a little bit about my story, because some of you don't know me, and my story is very, very inspirational, and you might find some inspiration in this as well. So I came to America with only $100 and a suitcase of clothes. I wasn't born wealthy. I didn't come to America with tons of money. I started from scratch. I started poor and broke, like many of you that is on the live today. But I did not allow what I came with or my background story to stop me from pursuing or achieving my dreams. So I came with $100. And that's why I tell everybody, if all you have to your name today is only $100 and a suitcase of clothes, you have no house, you have no shoes, you have no television, you have no car. If all you have is $100 and the teachings you're going to be receiving today, tomorrow, and Saturday, today, tomorrow, and also on Saturday as well, you will be able to create at a minimum a 6-figure online business. So this is how I started. This was my very first job when I came to America. I was only making $6.15 an hour. I was working at the movie theater, cutting movie tickets to people coming to see the movie. This is my very first car. A few months after, I was able to save $500. This car cost $600, but I was only able to afford $500 as a deposit to buy this Joe Metro that will break down on me every 2 or 3 days. This Joe Metro that will overheat every 2 or 3 days. Joe Metro that broke down on my way to the first date I had with my wife. It's embarrassed me a lot, but that was all I could afford. And they don't even make this car anymore. So at some point, I was temporarily homeless. I had to sleep on this car for about 2 weeks before I could find my way. So it wasn't a bed of roses for me. And this is how it's going now, able to travel. I took this photo, one of my favorite photos, because my wife have always desired BMWs. She loved them so much. And I think it was 2019. At her birthday, I was able to surprise her with a brand new 2019. I think 2019 or 2020, one of them, BMW at the time. So we're able to travel, we're able to live our dream life. Let me show you another photo too. Live my dream cards. So some things I'm very proud of. This is my story. This is the financial freedom I've created for myself. And I also want you to find yours. Yours might not be to do the things I've done, but what is yours? For me, some of the things I wanted to do so much was to retire my wife, was to live my dream, was to have employees or team members, meaning that, people don't have to suffer looking for job, people that I can, help to provide food for themselves, their families, their upkeep and stuff. Serial entrepreneur, global philanthropist. We take care of people in Africa and all over the world. And all of this came primarily through two things: online courses and coaching. Now, this is a picture that is very, very interesting. That on the left, this was our wedding day. So on the wedding day, we couldn't afford anything in our wedding. Everything, the only thing we could afford was this, dress my wife is wearing. We bought it for $50 on eBay. So all we could afford was to buy it for $50 on eBay, and then we used $25 to dry clean it. So I don't. When I look back, I'm like, what was she thinking to marry a guy and be like, yeah, I want to marry, but I can't afford the wedding. Not only can I not afford the wedding, I can't even afford a wedding dress for you. So we have to go on eBay and find a used wedding dress. So that was that photo here. And even this house here, this was like probably couple 2 or 3 years after the wedding, we're able to afford this little house here. When we got married, we got, all we had at the time was a 1 bedroom apartment. I don't have a photo of that apartment. We had 1 bedroom apartment. The rent was $440, and we could not afford. We're struggling to pay $450. Then God began to bless us. We're able to afford this small house. So that was then, and this is now how it's going. And this, I'm just trying to show you what is possible when you follow your dreams, that financial freedom, economic freedom, time freedom. You can live your dreams. Where you start is not always where you're going to end. And so I'm showing you all of this so that you can find yourself. We do a lot of philanthropic work, like I said, all over the world. So now this is my goal in the next 3 days, to help you create your own financial freedom. For you, it might not be a Rolls Royce, it might not be a Bentley. For you, it might be to retire yourself, retire your spouse, retire your mom, retire your dad, have money for your children's education. It might be for you to quit your job. It might be for you to travel the world. It doesn't matter what financial freedom is. But let me say right here, one of the biggest lie that many of these so-called gurus tell you about financial freedom is that when you start making money, you get to live your life like this. It's not always true. In fact, the more money you have, the harder you're going to work. That's a fact, right? Except or until you start really building a very, very big team that can help you to do most of the work. All right. So just a little introduction. And so now we're going to go into the meat of the story. Good. All right. So the 6-figure formula, passion to profit mastermind. Let's get started now. Before we get started, so today, remember, we're going to be talking about mindset and some other things. Write this down. This is a 3M for fast success. I cannot help you except I first help your mind. The number one reason why people are stuck, why people fail, why people are stagnated is the mindset. The wrong mindset is going to bring forth the wrong life and the wrong lifestyle. When I was broke and now I'm no longer broke, right? When I look back then and now, and I say, okay, what is the difference? The biggest difference is these three things right here. This is the secret. If you're somebody like me, you like faster sex, you want to get results quickly, this is the key right here. In fact, these three things is already worth your $47 investment for the next 3 days, right? Mindset is the number one key. But I'm going to talk about mindset a little bit later. So I'm not going to talk much about mindset right now. But let's talk about mantle. So it's mindset, mantle, and mentor. If you have the right mindset, you understand your mantle, and you have the right mentor, you will always be successful. So now we're going to talk about mindset a little bit later. So now let's talk about mantle. What is mantle? If you are a Christian, you remember the story about Elijah and Elisha. When Elijah was going up to heaven, he had this mantle, which was like a cloth that was upon him. The mantle was a symbol of his authority, of his power, of his calling, of his identity, of the anointing or the enablement of God on his life. That was symbolic of everything. The essence of his life was on him. That was his mantle. And the scripture says that when Elijah was called up to heaven, his servant Elisha, his staff was there, and the mantle of Elijah fell upon Elisha. And Elisha was able to now do the same level of miracles and breakthroughs and all kind of awesome things happen because of the mantle. So this is how I define mantle. Mantle is what God put you on this earth to do. That is your mantle. Until you understand your mantle, you are not going to be successful. Many people go through life pointing at other people's mantles. In fact, the scripture says that when Elisha got to the river Jericho and before he split the water, there was some other group of people, the haters, aka the haters, they call them the sons of the prophets. They began to laugh at Elisha and say, "Hey, your master is gone now. So what you going to do, right?" And they were busy looking at the mantle of Elisha instead of trying to figure out how to get their own mantle. Many people, they spend hours on social media looking at other people driving nice cars, traveling, making money, right? Wishing it was them, desiring that it was them, instead of taking the time to understand or asking or try to inquire what their mantle is. In life, you are not going to be successful. I'm not talking about just financial success until you understand your mantle. Let me break down mantle a little bit. Your mantle, your gifts, your abilities, right? Your story, what makes you tick, your passion, your joy, what drives you, what turns you on, what gives you life. Many people are working for money. I have stopped working for money years ago. If I don't work for the next 1 year, I would not be broke. But guess what? I work harder than anybody you've ever seen. I work harder than anyone you've ever met. Why? Because I'm not working for money. I'm working for based on the mantle of my life. The mantle of God on my life is to help people become millionaires, is to give to the poor, is to change lives, is to solve big problems. So if I don't wear that mantle, right, then I would not fulfill the reason why God put me on the earth. Have you taken the time? I know you thought you're just going to come here about how to create six-figure business and all of these great things. That is coming. Remember, we got three days together, right? I didn't come for a quickie, man. We're going all night long today, tomorrow, and Thursday and Saturday. So this is not a quickie. This is not a one-hit wonder, okay? We got to deal with the foundations. Even scripture says, if the foundations be destroyed, what can the righteous do? You got to understand your mantle. What do you enjoy doing? Do you enjoy coaching people? Do you enjoy seeing people's lives blossom? Maybe you are a coach. Do you enjoy teaching? I don't care if you like to teach people how to sew clothes, or you enjoy teaching people how to buy something, or you just enjoy seeing information change the life of people, right? Maybe you are a course creator, or maybe you just like helping people overcome trauma and pain and abuse and all the evil stuff that have been done to them. Maybe you are a counselor, right? That is your mantle. Or maybe maybe you're like me, you hate seeing people broke. You hate seeing people having financial lack. You hate seeing people not able to pay their bills. You hate it with a passion. Maybe you are a financial liberator, or a financial educator, or you are a financial coach, or you are a business coach, right? Your joy, your satisfaction in life is going to start when you understand the mantle on your life. Stop pointing at other people's mantles. Let me tell you something God didn't give me that. Sometimes I'm mad with God. My wife would tell you, I think she's here. Can I be honest with you guys? Sometimes I'm mad with God. I'll be like, God, why didn't you give me the kind of mantle you gave to him 500, or you gave to David Shans, or you gave to E.T., or you gave to Oprah? You know, those guys, they got this mantle on their lives that they can just cough and 10,000 people will just register for their stuff. I mean, if you notice how hard I walked to get the amount of people registered, I worked so hard. I'm like, God, that's not fair. Why do I have to work so hard for what comes so easy to other people? But you see, when you start understanding your mantle, you work differently. I have to work harder than everybody else because I know the mantle of my life. There's always persecution. There's always what they call it, pushback. Some other people, they don't get the kind of pushback I get. So I have to work a little bit harder. But you see, if I don't understand my mantle and I try to just have a seven-figure business, just like these other people in the beach or on the yacht, and then just having this great life, that is not my life. I wish that was my life. But that is not my life. That has never been my life. So when I began to understand my mantle, and the persecution or the rejection that comes with it, then I'm enjoying life a little better. Stop looking at other people's success and wish it was you, because their mantle, their assignment might be different. It doesn't matter what assignment you have on this earth, it will work if you know how to work it. That takes us to the third point: mentor. What you don't know is costing you. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. What you don't know is costing you. If you don't have a financial mentor, if you don't have a business mentor, if you don't have a coach that is going to teach you, that have gone a step ahead of you, that can help you with the things you lack in where you're trying to go, it's gonna be hard. Somebody say I'm preaching. Okay, I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna calm down. Not Sandra, I'm not trying to preach tonight. I'm just trying to talk to my people. But guys, I can't help it. I'm passionate. But you see, that also comes to me understanding my mantra. Right? This is exactly how I thought. I told myself, take a deep breath and just talk to the people like this. Everything's gonna be okay. Just understand your mantle. No, my mantle comes with passion because I want to see people change. If I don't talk to you with passion, then I'm not gonna be me. I'm not gonna be how God have put this thing inside of me. Jeremiah said it's like fire in my bones. Are you get to what I'm saying? This is not about money. I won't charge $47 and 3 days of my life, or charge $47 for 3 days of my life. That's not worth it to me at all. But it's about helping as many people as possible. You just put a little investment. Just show me that you want this thing. That's what the $47 was about. It wasn't about trying to charge nobody anything. It's not worth my time, honestly, right? In terms of the money, right? But this was worth my time. Seeing every one of you here becoming successful online business owners and living your dream and enjoying whatever that freedom is for you, right? So 3M for financial, for quick success or fast success: mindset. We've not talked about mindset yet. I skipped that because I'm going to a different section on that. Mantle, understand your mantle, and get a mentor. Get a mentor. Dr. Faith, if you are here, you can testify to this. So in the month of February this year, so one of my friends on Instagram had a mastermind in Miami, and it was a $10,000 mastermind. Dr. Faith, if you are here, you can put on the chart so people know I'm telling the truth. It was a $10,000 mastermind for 2 days in Miami. So he sent me a voice note and I say, hey, bro, I think you should come to this mastermind. It's going to cost you $10,000 for 2 days. You're going to like it, blah, blah, blah. It's going to add value to you and stuff. I've said, I don't think I want to do that. 10,000, 2 days. What am I going to get? I was arguing with myself, right? But I had a supportive wife. And she said, you know what? 10,000 is a small investment to invest in a mentor or somebody that can show you, teach you what you don't already know. So I argued and argued and argued and argued, and he thought I was not going to come. But my wife encouraged me. I got my American Express card. I charged it 10,000, went to the mastermind, right? 2 days, right? Came back from the mastermind thinking that, man, I just spent this money for this mentor and nothing is happening. I'm not seeing my money back, right? Fast forward. If I can quantify, right? If I can quantify that investment of 10,000, I won't lie to you. I have calculated at least over $170,000 that have come to me directly from investing $10,000 in a mentor. But this is what keeps people broke, right? People feel like they should get everything free. They say, no, man, knowledge is free, man. Why should I pay for a mentor? Why should I pay for a coach? What? Stop. People who know this thing, it costs them so much to get and to know what they know. They are not going to give you what costs them hundreds of thousands of dollars just because you say you want it. No, you got to pay to play. That is something else that was a mindset shift for me. I couldn't understand it ever. Like, why do I have to pay to learn? Right? But you want to go up, it's not free. Let me just start by breaking that mindset thing right here. Right? It's not free. It's not free. It's going to cost you. So if you want to go up, you want to become successful, be ready to make those investments that will help you to get there. And trust me, those investments will come back. All right, let's move to the next session. Mindset, mantle, mentor, right? Those are the three things. Now, online course business is booming. Right now, it's $325 billion by 2025. If you don't have an online business, you don't have an online course, you don't have a coaching program, you're not selling anything online, you are losing and missing out from a lot of money. There's $325 billion out there that is waiting for you. Can somebody say this? Say money is in abundance. Say it right there where you are. Make this affirmation right there. Say money is in abundance. And say money is all over me. Say I have more money than I need. Say my money is growing every day. Excuse me. All right. So this is the best part about online business. You don't need a physical store. You don't need rent. You don't need staff. You don't need any of these things. This is all you need: a laptop, a Wi-Fi, and a platform. Right? You're catching something already. You need a laptop, a Wi-Fi, and a platform. And guess what? You don't even need customers to have a profitable online business. You don't even need to have customers. Some people, they'll say, I need to get customers before I start. I'm like, no, you don't need backwards. You don't need customers before you start your business. But you need to start your business before you have customers. Let me say that one more time. You don't need to wait until you have customers before you start your online business. But instead, you need to start your online business so you can have customers. Now, feel free, because I have a lot I'm going to give to you guys today. Feel free to take screenshots. Feel free to tag me on these things on Instagram, Facebook. If you're not following me on Instagram, please follow me on Instagram. I'm moving fully. I'm getting out of Facebook soon. I'm moving directly to Instagram. Okay, so tag me, take screenshots. These slides are really powerful. All right. So this is another news right here. By 2025, the online education market will be $319 billion. Billion with a B. Right? Now let's look at some people here who have already caught the wave of online business. Look at this guy, Tal Lopez. You probably know him. He's a college dropout, was living in a mobile home, was sleeping on his mother's couch, and he make millions of dollars every year. Look at Dan Henry. Dan Henry was an unfulfilled pizza delivery guy. That's why don't look down on your pizza delivery guys, because it might be the next Dan Henry. He went from that to now doing over $10 million every year. Look at Amy Porterfield. Amy Porterfield, she was someone that had a low self-confidence issue. She was eager to please. She was desperate for approval from everybody. And as at 2020, she has generated over $7 million in that single year. What are they doing? Some form of online business, courses, and coaching. That is the two primary ways. Of course, there's a lot of ways I'm going to show you tonight, but online course and coaching is the two primary way to make money online. All right. I'm sure you know about this guy, Tony Robbins, right? Tony Robbins is a motivational speaker and is also a coach. Now, if somebody tells you that you cannot make money speaking and coaching people, that's a lie. Tony Robbins, his net worth, according to Google, is over $600 million, and his company has brought in over $5 billion since inception. So you can make money online. All right. Now, these two stories very powerful to me. Let me start with the one on the right hand side. This is Terry Ijoma. She's my friend. So she used to be a school principal, teacher, then school principal. Then she quit her job to start trading online. Then she turned that knowledge of trading online to an online course. So last year, listen now, in 2020, Terry Ijoma sold $10 million from one online course. Okay. One online course, not two, not three, not five, one online course. Somebody write this down. You only need one online course to make your first $1 million. Write that down. And you only need one online coaching program to make your first $1 million through coaching. You only need one product to make your first $1 million through e-commerce, ebook. It doesn't matter what you're selling, right? You only need one. Some people feel like they need to do 5, 20, make it pretty. It doesn't matter. You only need one. All right. Let's look at this other person to the left. She's not my friend, but I follow her on Facebook. Ashley. Ashley's story is so powerful because Ashley used to work at the post office, and she had she's had a bad past. She's been in jail, and she probably have a felony or some misdemeanor, right? She's a single woman. She, I mean, she wasn't born in wealth, nothing, right? Ashley went from working at the post office, maybe making $17 an hour, to now Ashley is going to make $10 million in 1 month very soon. She launched our course, one of our course, sometime this year, and in 11 days, somebody put this down on the chart, she made $1 million in 11 days teaching people how to start their online course. Can I ask you a question? What is it you know that you are not teaching people, but it's costing you money? Could it be that there's some money that is supposed to come to you, your family, your bank account, but you are holding it back because you are just refusing to to teach something, to share your knowledge? This is one of the things I love about Ashley. Ashley is bold and fearless. It's not easy for a young woman, no college education, no finance, nothing. She's just a regular person, just showing up and just talking to people, sharing our success, sharing our failure, sharing everything, right? And she's making crazy money. Some people, they want to make $1 million in their lifetime, but she's making in 11 days. And now, by she said, my wait list is so crazy. It looks like I will have my first $10 million month in spring 2022. Even if only 10% of my list signs up, I'm literally getting wealthier by simply, don't miss it now, don't miss it, by simply teaching others how to be wealthy. What can you teach people how to do? How to be an armor bearer, how to sing, how to dance, how to cook, how to sell lands, how to buy property, how to start a business, how to start a coaching program, what can you teach? What do you know that you can teach somebody and they will pay you for? But the difference between you and Ashley is simple. Ashley is not smarter, I don't think. Ashley, of course, she didn't come from wealth. So what's the difference? Confidence. Ashley was just confident in her own self. Ashley was confident that whatever she's going to teach is good enough for people to buy. And when you believe that, the door of financial blessings is going to open for you. Remember, the goal is not just making money, but creating your own freedom. So now let's talk about mindset. This is what I wrote down. Mindset is everything. That's why I'm taking a lot of today to talk about mindset. Because if you don't have the right mindset concerning success, concerning business, concerning making money online, I can teach you for 20 years and it's not going to make a difference to you, right? Mindset is everything. Someone take a screenshot of that or write it down somewhere. Mindset is everything. Mindset is the foundation of success. It is the foundation. You cannot build a house without having a good foundation. You cannot build a financial house, a business house, a freedom house, a dream house. It doesn't matter what kind of house you want to build. You cannot build it without the right foundation. You absolutely need the right foundation, and mindset is that foundation of success, right? And mindset is not just only how you think, right? It's also about how to process things. So now, when we talk about mindset, now let me kind of break it down, because when I used to hear people talking about mindset, it used to be confusing to me because nobody, really broke it down for me to really understand it, right? So mindset is a combination of how you think and how you see yourself and how you think the world sees you and your self-esteem and your ability to think. I get what I'm saying. All of it is what makes the mindset. Success mindset is a mindset that only sees opportunities, that only sees the best. Now, there's a failure mindset and a success mindset. A failure mindset always sees why they cannot get it done. Oh, I cannot sell a course. I don't know nothing. I don't have a following. I don't have no money. I'm not cute enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm not fat enough. I'm not slim enough, right? That is the failure mindset. But the success mindset says, I know my course, my coaching, my online business is going to be awesome because I am awesome, because my mantle is to add value to people. So when I release that, I am fulfilling something bigger than me. Let me tell you something. Your mission for your business got to be bigger than a house, a car, and jewelry and travel. It got to be a mission. Write this down. Make your business a mission. Make your business a mission. Let it be something you're so passionate about that you cannot wake up in the morning to get started. Like you want to get up from the bed and run into it. You don't want to sleep because you're so passionate about releasing this thing, whatever it is out there, right? So mindset is the thing. One of the reasons that mentorship is so important is that mentorship helps to expand your mindset. Mentorship helps to break down your fears, your insecurities, your low self-esteem, right? Low self-esteem is the biggest enemy to mindset. Many times we give excuses for not doing certain things and we say, I'm just shy. I am an introvert. I don't like the camera. I don't like lights. All those are excuses we give. But the truth is this is a mindset problem, right? So if you want to build the mindset for success, you got to start removing the mental roadblocks, right? That's been holding you back towards thinking that you cannot be successful, right? And so you got to start expanding that mindset. Now, one of the things that helps to expand the mindset is books. This is one of the books I'm reading right now. In fact, one of my mentee, I saw one of my mentee had a copy of it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get me one. So I got 2 weeks to read this now. This is one of the book I'm reading. Even with my busy schedule, I still have time to read. If you don't have time to read, you don't have time to invest in knowledge, you don't have time to grow yourself, then you don't have that mindset for success. You get what I'm saying? So I want you to start developing the I can do mindset. I will figure it out mindset. Instead of I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I don't know this. No, I'll figure it out. No, I will get it done. No, I will grow it. Or I'll if I don't know how to sell, some people were telling me during this promotion for this conference, right? They'll be like, I don't know if I should register for this mastermind. And I'm like, why? They say, because I don't have a business yet. Hey, that's the wrong mindset. If you don't have a business, what should you do? Keep saying, I don't have a business, or you find somebody that can teach you how to start a business, right? So the right mindset should not be, I don't have a business, so I shouldn't go to business seminar. No, because I don't have a business, I'm going to go to business seminars so that I can learn how to start a business. You're following what I'm saying, right? Are you following? I know I'm dropping so much gems, right? Okay, so you got to develop the mindset for success, the mindset of accomplishment, the mindset of creativity, right? And one of the things, somebody saw the name of the book, Who Not How. Now, this book is really good when you kind of have a business already. Let me be honest with you guys, because it's a book that really talks about delegation. So if you've not really started your business, or your business is not popping, it's probably not going to do you that much good. Okay. But if you starting out, you can get my book on Amazon, Catapult. You can put Catapult, Uyi Abraham, and it's a really good book to help you starting out in business, the right mindset and stuff like that. Okay. All right. So mindset is the foundation. So I want you to begin to develop that mindset for success. How do you develop mindset? Reading books, coaching program, mentorship, environment. Environment matters. When we were in the south side of Atlanta, so it's kind of a little ghetto, right? The name of the book, Dan Sullivan, Who Not How. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? So every evening I'm gonna send an email with the show notes. Okay, so I'm gonna send you these resources as well. Show notes, email. Okay, I'll send that to every one of you, so don't worry about it. Okay, all right. So when we live in the south part of town, right? We were struggling financially, emotionally, and everywhere. Do you know why? Because everybody around us was struggling. If you want to really develop the mindset for success, there's some place you can't go anymore. There's some people you can't hang out with anymore. There's some books you can't read anymore. There's some shows you can't watch anymore. There's some people you got to unfollow on social media, because environment is so powerful. How can you be talking about success and everybody around talking about broke and being and failure, right? Because see, we're all a product of our environment. So when we're in the south part of town, I noticed this so much. Everybody was broke around us. So guess what? We were broke too. But when we made that leap of faith to leave the south side to the north side, which is more affluent and more wealthy, right? Where everybody seemed to be wealthy. Guess what? There's a way it sends signals to your brain cells that, hey, everybody's here is wealthy, so you need to be wealthy too. But if you stay in a ghetto place, or or you hang around kind of broke-minded people, right? Guess what? Something is going to tell you too that you need to be broke like them. You need to be single like them. You need to be complaining like them. You need to not have anything just like them, right? So we are all products of our environment. I challenge you today. You want to change your mindset, surround yourself with the people, the things, the environment that challenges you, right? That's again why you need a mentor that will constantly challenge you, that their voice will be ringing in your ear. When you feel like giving up, you hear the voice of your mentor and say, no, don't give up. You can do it. Get up, go again, right? So, environment, surround yourself with your future. Let me challenge you. Go look at a neighborhood you think you cannot afford yet. Go look at vehicles you think you cannot afford yet. Have a vision board. Get pictures of whatever financial freedom or freedom is for you. Surround yourself with the right mindset. Are you following what I'm talking about tonight? right? When you surround yourself with the right mindset and start talking to yourself, when your mind try to play trick on you and tell you are not good enough, you're not this, you're not that, right? Say, no, I am better. I'm smart. I'm intelligent. I figure out things, right? I understand things, right? I got favor. I can grow things. I can learn things, right? I begin to work on that mindset. Let me tell you this. The mind is a muscle. If you stretch it, it never goes back to the original. It's the only muscle that when you stretch it, it never goes back to the original size. It keeps expanding. When you think big, you will live big. When you dream big, you will live big. When you dream small, you will dream small, right? You are not, let me not say you, let me speak in a general way. Nobody will be successful when they don't have the right mindset concerning success. Let me go to the next slide. Let me give you 4 keys to mindset. Number one is confidence. If you want to have the mindset for success, you need to develop some confidence bonds. Nobody's going to buy your online course. Nobody's going to buy your coaching program. Nobody's going to buy your e-commerce. Nobody's going to buy anything you're selling if you don't have confidence selling it. I showed you Ashley. The reason why, the number one thing I've learned when I just look at study Ashley, because I study successful people. I'm a good student. I study successful people. I try to figure out why they became successful and what I can learn from them. When I study Ashley, the number one thing is confidence. That young girl is brave. She's brave. She's confident. And guess what? A lot of people don't have confidence. So when you are confident, they'll follow you. Woo! I just said something right there. Somebody said the most confident person in the room is the one everybody else in that room follows. The one who speak the most confident, or the one who speak most confidently, the one who carry themselves most confidently, the one who thinks most confidently is the one other people follow. Can you imagine somebody saying, I'm trying to sell this Red Bull. I think you should try it. I think it's gonna work for you. Just let me know. Nobody's gonna buy from you because you don't have the mindset. You don't have that confidence. But when you say, guys, man, this is the best thing that ever happened since sliced bread. It's called the Red Bull. This will give you energy and keep you up 24 hours. And I invented this when I was going through a down period in my life. And I figured out to get some energy. And this is it. And if you get it, I mean, when you talk like that, people always follow confident people. Hate Trump, like Trump, it doesn't matter. Why do you think a lot of people voted for Trump? He talks differently. He don't talk like politician. He don't talk like he's scared. He don't talk like he cares about your feelings. It calls Mexicans, blah blah blah. It calls women, blah blah blah. People follow. Write this down. Somebody tag me on. Imani tag me on this. People don't follow good people. People follow confident people. Woo! This is what, this is what, this is what, this is what, this is what $1,000 right here. Don't think we're going to follow you because you're a good person or God told you to. God, good people don't care what God told you to do. They follow confident people. Adolf Hitler, evil man, but confident. Osama bin Laden, evil man, but confident. Osama bin Laden was able to get 20 young people with a bright future to blow themselves up because he was confident. You get what I'm saying? Because he was confident. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this class tonight is you got to be confident. You got to work on your confidence. You got to work on your confidence. One reason why people, they price themselves low is because of the lack of confidence. I remember at one time, the highest I ever sold, the highest program I ever sold was $10,000. That was the highest I ever sold, was $10,000. I had no confidence that anybody would pay more than 10,000 for me to coach them or for me to help them. Until somebody say until one day my wife brought she was researching somebody until I feel like I'm in church, right? uh she was talking about somebody, Maria. I'm not going to say her last name, and this woman listen now, she had the nerves to charge 20 freaking $1,000 for a coaching program. And this is what I tell myself. This will help you now. And this is why I'm telling this story. This is what I tell myself. What does she have I don't have? She have one head. I have one head. My head might be a little bit bigger because I have a chubby face. You get what I'm saying? 5 fingers on one hand, the same do I. She's white, I'm black. That being black doesn't mean I'm inferior. What does she have I don't have? Confidence to say this program is worth $20,000 because it's going to help people make more than $20,000. When I heard that, I told Dr. Faith, I'm raising my price from 10,000 to $20,000. It was that easy. But you see, it was that easy because I've done the work to build my mindset up, to build my confidence up. Write this down. It is impossible to make money with zero confidence. Write this down. You will make every kind of money you will ever need if you have the right confidence. People do not follow. Make sure you tag me now. You guys take screenshots and tag me on these things because I want to really share them later. Because many of this I'm just freestyling. It's not, I don't have no notes. I'm just talking from my heart. People people don't follow good people. They follow confident people. I want you to write it down, meditate upon that over and over again, and build your now. Confidence is not arrogance. Arrogance and pride is not good. Don't be prideful, arrogant. Arrogant is I'm better than you. I know more than you. That's arrogance. I'm not talking about that. Confidence is a quiet, self-assuredness, self realization, self stability. You know your mantle, you know the value of your mantle, you know who you are, and now you're just confident in who you are. You're not thinking you're better than the next person, you're not prideful, you're not looking down at anybody, you're not talking down to people. That's not what confidence is about. Confidence is just knowing your worth, knowing who you are, and bring value too. Now come on now, if you're going to tell somebody you're going to charge $10,000 and you can't deliver on that, nobody's going to buy from you. You get what I'm saying? So not just say I'm going to charge. Oh, somebody said, oh, I was trying to hire somebody one time, and this person said, I'm what, $50 an hour. I said, great. I'll pay you $50 an hour if you can help me make at least $75 an hour. And he couldn't do it. So guess what? It was not worth $50 an hour. Because if I'm going to pay you $50 an hour, you better make me more than I'm paying you. Is that fair, everybody? Right? So if somebody's going to pay you 500, 200, 300, 1,000, 10,000, you better bring more value than they are paying you. Otherwise, they're not going to pay you or they're going to call you fraud. You better bring the value. Some of my coaching clients are here. They're going to tell you, I go over and above. I'm not about the money. They know. Sometimes I give them more than they pay me for. I'm passionate about helping people succeed. Okay. All right. So mindset key number one, confidence. Mindset key number two, you got to be teachable. Nobody's going to feed a proud face. Okay. You got to be teachable. You got to be willing to learn. Okay. Don't say, Jibril said, I'm one, and I'm sure you do, right? So don't say, be teachable. Why you have a mentor or a coach if they can tell you what to do, right? A coach is somebody that knows a little bit more than you. It doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit more than you. So because they know a little bit more than you, they should be able to say, okay, Do it this way, do it that way, and they'll be right. So you need to be teachable. That's number two. Number three, you got to be fearless. This last weekend, I was in Nashville, right? I was in Nashville and I was listening to this book by 50 Cent. It's a free book, is on YouTube. I'll add that to my show notes. It's 8 hours, I think it's 8 hours long. It's really long. So I had 4 hours drive one way, 4 hours drive back. So it gave me some time to kind of go through it. So it's really long. The number one thing I got from that book from 50 Cent is to be fearless. You gotta be fearless. I don't know if you have seen me dancing on Instagram and Facebook. Anybody see me? Say me on the chat or kind of wave you on video. All right. Do you know that people attack me all the time? Yvonne said me, okay? Do you know that people inbox me? People tell me, even some of my family members say, please stop dancing because it's embarrassing, because you don't know how to really dance, because we don't think you should be dancing. We think you're too important to be dancing like that. People, they attack me, right? But it doesn't matter. Why? Because I'm fearless. Because I don't care about other people's opinion of me. I stopped caring about other people's opinion of me. Write this down. This is one of the biggest key. What I'm about to tell you, one of the biggest key I'm gonna give you tonight. One of the biggest one. Okay, is this is it. If you want to sell, you want to sell and make money. This is the key. You have to become shameless in promoting yourself. Woo! Man, somebody gotta give me the offering. Somebody gotta give me the offering. Wow, bring pass the offering bowl. I don't care if you laugh at me dancing. I just want to sell registrations. I don't care if you put you cannot shame somebody that is shameless. Another thing about Trump, whether you like him or not, is that Trump is shameless. So you cannot insult him, you cannot make him feel bad, you cannot curse him, you cannot reject him. The guy is just shameless. Yeah, Stella, that's a good one. Stella said you cannot shame the shameless. Ooh, you are better tag me on this thing now. You're I told you this is gonna be good. Yes, yes, yes. Terrell, that's the book. Also harder is an audio book, the free audio book on YouTube. I think it's about 6 to 8 hours. It's really long, right? Be shameless. Some of you, the reason why people are not making money, they're so concerned about their reputation, their integrity. Who cares about your freaking reputation? Will your reputation put money in your pocket? No. Will your reputation pay your bills? No. Would people opinion of you pay your bills? No. Would people's opinion of you, good or bad, would it add $1 to your bank account? No. Stop caring about other people's opinion of you. That's why some of you have not started your online course yet. You've not started your business yet because you are so concerned about failure. You are so concerned about what about if it fails? Everybody's gonna know it fails. Everybody's gonna know I'm not really good at business. Everybody's gonna know my. Let me tell you, I failed in over 13 businesses before I had my first business success. Failure is a part of life, is a part of business, is a part of it. If you're trying to avoid failure, you will not be successful. Become fearless. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to start that course and nobody buys. Don't be afraid to start that business and no customer. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there and you rejected, slap in the face. When people tell me, some people tell me like, oh, I try to, people are not supporting me. Wrong mindset. Wrong mindset. If you are worried about people not supporting you, people not buying your products, people not buying your services, people not giving money to you, you got some mindset work to do. Write this down. Everybody, please, honestly, please write this down. Write this down. There are over 7 billion people in the world. There are enough of them to support me. Period. Sign your name. Sign your name to it. There are 7 billion people in the world. There are enough of them to support me, period. Sign your name to it. Then stop worrying about the few family, friends that don't want to support you. Mindset. Work on your mindset. Ignore them. Keep pushing, right? So, number 3, you got to be fearless. Number 4, you got to take action. Mindset is action. When I wanted to start Vonza, and they told me that no black man, no black person have ever started a software company in this space, I was fearless, I was teachable, right? I had the confidence and I took action. Write this down. Commit first, figure out the details later, right? Sometimes you just got to step out of the boat. Stop overthinking. People say, "Oh, I'm an overthinker." Write this down. Overthinking is the lie of the lack of confidence. Let me say a different way. Overthinking is nothing but a lack of confidence. Whenever you hear people say, "I'm just an overthinker," is a lie. They are bound with fear and low self-esteem. I've never seen a confident person that was an overthinker. So whenever you overthinking things, wake up and say, hey, I think that's fear or low self-esteem. That's it. Is somebody getting help already? Is this kind of, we're gonna get to the money part, but I gotta destroy those mental roadblocks. If I don't do that, I cannot help you. I can teach you all this good stuff, but it's not gonna work. Right? So the next time you hear somebody say, I am just an overthinker, I just overthink things, what should come into your mind? They have a low self esteem issue, or they have a confidence issue, or they have a fear issue. It's one of those three, or a combination of other three. It's fear. What are you overthinking? If I say, give me $1, I'll give you $1,000,000. There's something to overthink. Just give me $1, get $1,000,000. But if you don't think I'm able to really deliver that $1,000,000 to you, guess what? That's when you start overthinking. What about if this guy doesn't come through what he says? What about you start overthinking? Really, what is it? Fear, low self-esteem, or lack of confidence? All right. So take action. All right. So are you all good on that? So let's go to the second section, right? The second section is how to see opportunities. What you don't see is holding back your money. The main reason why a lot of people are not seeing what they want to see financially is because they don't know how to see opportunities. Let me show you how I have seen some opportunities, and maybe that will help you kind of show you how you can also see some opportunities for yourself as well. So let me start from my very first business, right? It was my birthday. One of my friends said, hey, I'm not going to give you a gift for your birthday, but I'm going to give you a template for a website, and build that website for yourself or for your church. And then, figure out how to start a business. That's all he did for me. And I'm so grateful to him, because he was the one, really my first mentor, that taught me and helped me start my online business, right? So this is the opportunity I saw. This is what I asked myself. If I can build this website for myself for $400, and at that time my goal in life was, God, if I can make just $4,000 a month, I'll be very wealthy. That was how, can you see how small my dream was at that time? Only $4,000 a month. That's all I wanted to make ever. So this how I saw opportunity. If I can make this for myself, I think there'll be other churches or businesses that need a website as well. So imagine if I can build 10 websites a month at $400 a piece. Guess what? That's $4,000. What am I doing? I'm seeing opportunity. Write this down. Turn your pain to profit. Every business I have started was because of a pain I had. Whether is Vonza, my pain was using multiple tools to run my business online. I thought that was insanity. Why is there not a one all-in-one platform? So I had that pain. Guess what? I'm not the only one who has that pain. Millions of other people have that pain. So I'm going to solve that pain for myself and then for other people. Bam. Started a 8 figure, now valued at 8 figure, not valued at $10 million now, right? The same too with tax preparation, right? My tax guy was just kind of running me crazy, not was too busy to have time for me. Somebody walked into my office at the time and said, hey, you want to go to a tax class? I'm going to teach you how to start a tax preparation business. Bam. And I say, how much? So you got to ask this money question. How much will I make as a tax preparer? And she said, anywhere from $200 to $1,000. How long will it take me to make prepare tax for people? Probably average an hour. Okay, so I can make $200 an hour or $1,000. And guess what? Make $1,000 an hour. That's more than what many doctors, lawyers, accountants make per hour, right? That was it for me. I was sold, right? I saw opportunities. Now I started my tax business, and now I've made more money selling my tax course than listen, everybody. I've made more money selling my tax course than actually doing taxes for people. Because see, anything you learn is an opportunity for you to make money by teaching other people. I learned how to do taxes, start my tax business. So now what am I doing? I'm teaching other people how to do the same thing. What have you learned? You know how to cook, you know how to dance, you know how to be. Somebody was telling me and that she's been celibate. She said she's been celibate for many years, and I'm like, okay, then how come you're not rich yet? And she's like, I understand. I'm like, a lot of people struggle with celibacy, right? Those that want to be celibate, right? So do you know you can teach people what you've learned on how to be celibate, and they're going to pay a lot of money, and you're going to be rich by helping them achieve their goals, right? So you see how somebody said, I've been cooking since 9 years old. I hope you're rich by now because a lot of people can cook, right? So when I talk about how to see opportunities, right, see needs that people have and try to provide those needs. And whenever you provide the needs that people have, they will pay you for it, and you will always have money, or you always be wealthy, right? So section 2 is talking about how to see opportunities. Every day there's opportunities around you. Some of you write so good and people cannot write. You can be a ghostwriter. Some of you, you are a good encourager, but the problem is that you encourage people for free. No, stop doing that. Let people start paying you for coaching or counseling sessions, right? Because you got to see opportunities. This is what I want you all to focus on in this section is this. Don't say, I don't know what business to start. No, look at your own life and then look at everybody around you and look at opportunities where that of need that people have and figure out a way to provide a solution. Why do you think you are here today? Why do you think you are here today? Because I saw a need that you guys need to know how to turn your passion into income and have this 6 figure formula. And get what did I do? I created this mastermind for you guys. What needs? See, if you are only thinking about yourself all the time, it will be hard to have a profitable business, right? But think of other people around you. Social media. What do people need? What do people want? What are people lacking? What do people need to have, right? Some of you, you know how to lose weight. You always lose weight, right? People need to know how to lose weight. Teach them how to lose weight. Some of you, you know how to juice. You know how to. There's so many knowledge, so many passion you have, so many opportunities, right? You just got to see those opportunities and just take advantage of those opportunities. Opportunities are out there looking and staring at your face every day. But the difference is that it's only those who see opportunities that can take advantage of those opportunities. Here's where a lot of people think they don't see opportunities. Why they think they don't know what to do? They overthink opportunities. And remember, overthinking is nothing but low self-esteem issue, lack of confidence, or fear. That's what overthinking is about. right? So they'll say, if I can be honest with you, I have over 20 ideas. I'm a very difficult person to be married to because every other day I have 3 to 5 ideas. I've never lacked ideas in my life. I'm talking about business ideas because there's so many problems out there in the world. Remember, there are 7 billion people. You mean you cannot solve a problem for just 100 out of 7 billion people? Remember, this is how you see opportunities. See problems you have or other people's problems and solve it for them. Let me tell you, banks, it's hard for black people to get loans for bank. That's a problem. Guess what I'm going to do 2022? I'm going to start my own bank. What am I doing? I see opportunity. Yeah, I see money. Say, yeah, I like that. Thank you for the encouragement, right? I'm going to start my own bank, right? Uh, I mean, everything is so much around you. Car rental, there's so much. I don't want to spend too much time on this, right? So tell us, go for it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell us, we're in it together, right? So, so opportunity. New birth say congrats. Yeah, thank you guys. So, but guess what's going to be different about it? It's going to be black owned, and we're going to try to give everybody an opportunity to get a part of this bank. That's what the goal is going to be. So you can also own a part of the bank too. Stella said, remember you mentioned it on Sleep is for Soccer's podcast. Yeah, I'm working on it. So what am I saying, guys? There's too much ideas, too many ideas, so much ideas. Okay. So you need to start writing your own ideas down. So let me challenge every one of you. Get a journal book. Get a journal book and start writing down your ideas for business. Right? Maybe start at 20, go to 10, go to 3, go to 2, go to 1. Hey, Bishop Williams. All right, Bishop, right? To now know the one that you should focus on. Okay, so you got to see opportunities. Let me go to section 3. Now, this is going to be towards the end of the session for today. 10 secret 6-figure opportunities you don't know about, right? There are several ways to make 6 figures online. It's not just only through courses and coachings. I want to share 10 with you. Of course, there are more than 10. Well, these are my favorite 10, and every one of these 10, I think I have had first-hand experience in it. Let me also say to somebody too, write this down. The business you start with is not always the business you will end with. So don't try to wait for the perfect business to start. Just start. Some people will say, well, I need to wait for this good business idea. Don't start. You're going to be left behind, right? Don't wait for the perfect business. Start. My first business was web design. I don't do it no more. I went from there. I did photography. I had a photo studio. I had a uh, video studio, photography, video. I did weddings. I did portraits. I did all of that, right? I had a car rental business. I had a car dealership. I had a print shop. I had a t-shirt shop. I had an online boutique. See, business is a journey. You're just going to keep trying different things until you really find the one that really works for you, right? But if you don't start, right, you cannot get to your journey or your destination if you don't start. So you got to start somewhere. So there are several ways to skin your financial card. So choose one. So let's look at some of them. Let's look at them one after the other. Maybe you can choose one of these. One of these. So I'm going to go through them a little bit. Okay. So number one, teach an online course. I think I've spoken a lot about it. What does that mean? Find a knowledge or something you can teach on. um one of my mentee, one of my mentee that is on here right now, he and his brother, they have experience with buying land. How many of you would like to know how to buy land for less than $500, or you want buy an acre of land for like $50, right? Just put in the chat if you would like to learn how to be able to own land, which is one of the ways to get wealthy, for like $50, $200, something like that. Okay. All right, good. One of my mentee here is going to be coming up with a course soon, right? That is going to teach people how to find and buy lands for cheap, because you got to buy land. You got to own land if you want real generational wealth, right? So what have they done? They figure out how to buy lands for cheap. Now they're teaching other people how to do the same. So really, online course is what you can teach them. For example, Bishop Williams, what do people come to you a lot for? Do they say, Bishop, teach me about ministry, teach me about ministry, teach me about uh leadership, teach me about the prophetic, teach me about, it doesn't matter. What do people come to you for? Right? Atia, I think Atia is here. Atia is a powerful prophetess, right? Atia, you should have an online course that teach people about the prophetic, because you always talk about the prophetic, right? What is it you are passionate about, people? Remember, your mantle is what your passion is, right? Teach on your passion. Now, sometimes passion is not enough, right? You want to teach on what people care about, that people are going to buy. People might not want to buy out to, you know, they might not buy certain things from you, right? But figure out a knowledge you can teach that they will buy, right? So I have several courses. I have a course on how to start a tax business, coaching, Christian counseling, business, all kind of different courses, right? So find something to teach online. That's number one. Number two, start a coaching business. I don't know if Dr. Faith is still here. I'm going to put that in my show notes. You guys, if you want to learn how to be an effective coach, she has a program called Life Mastery School. Okay, you can put that down. Lifemasteryschool.org. Imani put down the chart. Lifemasteryschool.org. Yeah, lifemasteryschool.org. Go in and sign up for a coaching program. It's going to teach you how to be a coach. It's going to teach you about the mindset, the confidence, how to coach. And she has a unique method called the DAP method. How to use the DAP method to coach, how to market, the whole 9 years. Lifemasteryschool.org. Okay, also going to be on your show notes that I will send to you. Okay, so starting a coaching business is one, 6 figures. Like I told you, in fact, I was just in an event called the Formula Conference. One of the guy there called Neo. Uh, he does coaching, right? So he has what he call inner circle coaching. How many people can guess how much is to be in his coaching for 1 year? I mean, who can guess how much it cost? 55, no, 55, yeah, $55,000. Hello? 55 freaking $1,000 to be in his coaching mastermind for 1 year. And when he made that call for people to join, do you know how many people joined? How many people? There were over 2,000 people in this conference anyway. Over 100 people stood up to pay for his $55,000 coaching program. Somebody do the math for me real quick. How much is 55,000 times 100? Is that $5.5 million? All right. So this guy, in my eyes, in an hour, 30 minutes, he made $5.5 million in 90 minutes. Coaching. How did he get there? Confidence, learning on himself, investing in masterminds like you're doing now, right? So, and you're going to get there. Of course, you're not going to start by having people pay you $55,000. That's not what I'm saying. But maybe they'll pay you $20. They'll pay you $45, right? You start somewhere. Number three, create an online store, right? There are several people who has made millions of dollars selling online. You can sell an ebook. You can sell t-shirts. You can go to China, not go to China. You can go to write down these websites, Alibaba, also to AliExpress, DH Gate. You can go to these shops on China. You can buy things, find something people need. Maybe they need iPhone cases. People always like iPhone cases, right? Find some cute iPhone cases. You buy them for $2. You sell them on your Vonza website for $10. You make profit, right? You can create an online store. That's another way. And then number four, you can start a credit repair business. I have friends who's made millions of dollars starting a credit repair business, right? We also have, let me put down my notes too. I'm going to send you guys a link if you're interested in starting a credit repair business and you want to learn how to do that. Then number five, start a car rental business. The other day I did a Facebook live and I said that the easiest 100,000 I ever made was from a car rental business. And let me tell you how it came about. It was accidental. I had an extra car. I gave it to a family member. He didn't want to pay the note, right? And then opportunities. Then somebody said, hey, do you know that you can rent this extra car on Turo? Write this website down, turo.com, Turo.com, or you can use hire car, HYRE car.com. And I rented that car. The car note on that car was $221, but that car was doing about $1,500 every single month. So the car was paying the car note and bringing me about $1,300 in profit. Guess what? I went crazy. I went from one car to 10 cars in a space of less than 3 months. Are you following me? Because I saw that it works. I started buying cars and putting on Turo and hire car, and people and also managing cars for other people, right? And I was doing anywhere from 10 to 12, $13,000 every single month. And I was not driving these cars, right? So, but you can start with one car. You can buy a car for $3,000, $5,000, right? And you can rent it out on these places, and you can easily make 6 figures renting out cars. Number six, you can become a copywriter. Something you write very well, but writing very well doesn't mean you're a good copywriter. You got to take classes and courses to teach you how to write professionally, and you can really make money being a copywriter. Then the next one is videography services. This is hard right now. In fact, one of my friend right now is hiring. If you know how to do video, is hiring. Is looking for a videographer, and the start pay. Guess what? $60,000 start pay. Full time videographer. So in life, you're not going to suffer if you learn a couple of tricks or a couple of skills. Don't be a one-hit wonder. Learn multiple skills because you don't know which one will work the best for you, right? So number seven, videography services, right? Number eight, becoming an influencer. Becoming an influencer means that you carry yourself as a person of influence, and you can promote other people's product or services, and you get paid a commission for it. Okay, you can make money become an influencer. Number nine, this is the new business I'm starting. In fact, I'm putting an online course together based on my experience starting a trucking business. In fact, I just got a new mentee that just signed up today. So I'm coaching, I'm going to help her create a trucking course. She's having a trucking course as well. So you can start a trucking business. I'm talking about 18-wheeler trucks. I think, about 10 or $15,000 to start, but somebody say I want that. Yeah. What do you want? The trucking course or which one? Or the trucking business? And let me tell you too, one of the things to trucking, good. Also, too, you don't have to start some of these businesses together. Get a partner. Like two of the guys I'm coaching here, they are brothers or friends or something. They are partners, right? I'm gonna try and find a partner in this trucking business, honestly, because two is better than one, right? Trucking. Number 10, start an agency. Let me tell you what an agency is. An agency means that you don't you are not the one doing the services that you are offering. Okay, already took a trucking business training, but find it hard to start due to gets the low. McKinsey, inbox me or email me. Let's talk. Let's see if we can do some stuff together. Okay, McKinsey, inbox me or email me, and let's see if we can do some stuff together. Because next week I'm starting my trucking business next week. All right. So start listen now. Okay, Natasha, email me too because I want to learn everything I can, or inbox me on trucking. All right. So start listen now. This one is very good now. Agency. What is an agency? An agency, I mean, if you when you think about agency, what comes to mind? Like staffing agencies, right? Best Tuesday that ever comment. So I said this is the best Tuesday. I like that. Uh, so when you think about agency, guys, we have just about 20 more minutes, okay? Which of this is passive? All of them is passive. All of them is passive. But now, passive too is relative though, right? passive too is relative, right? So passive doesn't mean you don't have to work at all, but it means you have to do the work one time, but then you put systems in place and it pays you over and over again. Yes, Tola said book writing agency. Yeah. In fact, I'm thinking I'm going to fire my book, the guy that writes book, that writes for Vonza, the blogs now. So I figured out that is actually using AI robots to write some of the blogs. So I'm paying him this money, this a lot of money. See, life is about wisdom and opportunities. I'm paying, yeah, the short blogs. So I figured out that there's some sites now. One of them is conversation.ai, Jarvis.ai, some of this AI. So let me give you guys a trick now. This is how you can copy that AI. Yeah. This is how you can start your own copywriting agency. You don't have to write jack. You don't have to write nothing. You can use copy.ai, conversation.ai, Jarvis.ai. You sign up there. Then you source for people who need writing jobs, where you can go to upwork.com or fiverr.com, freelancer.com. There's several of them, right? You advertise yourself as a copywriter. They give you that title, and you go to this website and you plug in what, the title and whatever stuff you write, and robots, AI will write it out for you. So I figured out that I was paying this guy a lot of money. I was not writing nothing. It was just AI, this website that was writing it for them. You know what he's doing? He has an agency. So what's an agency? An agency means you have, what are all of these sites? Okay, let me put it down so I can send them to you. So everybody, before the end of tonight, you're going to get this email with the links of all of these things, okay? Do you have to take a website design course to teach online courses? No, you don't have to. But remember, on the third day, I'm going to focus on courses, because a lot of you want to learn how to build your online course and stuff. On the third day, which is on Thursday, I'm going to focus on that. Courses, just let's leave Thursday for courses, okay? But let me talk on agency as I round off now. Guys, somewhere write this down. It is so easy to make money. It is so easy to make money. It is so easy. You can make money without doing anything. You can make money without actually servicing or doing anything. I wish I knew this earlier, because I was working so hard trying to do everything, learn everything. But this is how you do it. You start an agency. Let's say, for example, copywriting agency. Of course, learn some things about copywriting. Go to websites like I just gave you, conversation.ai, Jarvis.ai, uh, copy.ai, and a lot of them. AI, just search on Google AI copywriting sites. You're going to get one, right? And then you can you can go on Facebook, social media. You can start your copywriting agency tomorrow and just say, hey guys, I'm starting my copywriting agency. If you want help in writing blogs or writing short articles, I'm your person, right? And then people will start coming to you and you charge them. It might only cost you about $90 a month for on some of these websites, right? And then you don't have to write it. These websites will write it for you, and then you're making money without doing the actual work. Oh, this is game right here. Dr. Faye said, this is game right here. You don't have to do the work. Everybody here must start a business before we end on Saturday, because I'm teaching you guys so many ways to do it. Let me tell you that way you can do it too. You can go to fiverr.com. You can hire a writer in Nigeria, in Canada, not Canada, Nigeria, Kenya. My writers are in Kenya. My writers are in Kenya. My logo guys in Nigeria. My technology people are in Pakistan. Right? You get what I'm saying? And some of these people, they are agencies. The people who do my what's it called now? Who do my I just recently hired a couple of guys for SEO and stuff. They are agencies. So you can start your logo design business tomorrow. How do you do that? You start an agency. How do you do that? Go to Fiverr, find a good logo person and say, hey, you be my logo guy. I'll bring all the jobs to you. Give me a good deal. It's only $5. What do? You start advertising your logo business for $90. They pay you $90. How much do you pay your employee? $5. And $5 is a lot of money for them because they live in Afghanistan, they live in Nigeria, they live in Kenya, they live in Uganda. So it's a lot of money for them to make $5, right? And guess what? You get 10 clients a month at $900 a piece. How much is that? $9,000, right? I don't know if my math is correct. How much is that? Right? If you get 10 clients a month who pays you sorry, that's $900, right? And it only costs you maybe $90 to pay your subcontractor. And guess what? You just started a logo design company or a graphics design company, and you don't have to do the work because you have an agency. So you can think, when you think like this, you can start an agency. What about staffing agencies? I mean, if you remember staffing agencies, right? Does the owner of the staffing agencies go to do the work for the companies? No. What does the owner of the staffing agency do? Run the business, right? But who actually goes to do the work? The subcontractors. So when you think like this, you can literally start your agency business tomorrow by becoming by becoming a consultant, right? Let's think of another example of an agency you can start. What about cooking agency? You can be a chef and don't know how to cook. Who told you have to know how to cook? Who told you have to be you need to know how to cook to be a chef? You don't. What do? You hire people who can cook. That's what you do. Outsourcing, Natasha, outsourcing. That is the way to make money. So you can styling agency and you don't need to know how to style. You see how people are making money and nobody needs to know you don't know how to do what you're advertising. Some of my clients, they'll call me, they'll say, hey, can you get this job done for me? I say yes, even though I have no clue. I mean, I'm not going to collect something I cannot deliver on now. That's not what I'm saying. But if I know it's something I can outsource, I take the job. Guess what? I outsource it. I like that. I figure it out afterwards. 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 What? Guys, when you think like this, right? You will always make money. Money is everywhere. Be an agency. Find something you are passionate about and just begin to promote yourself as that, right? Who? Yes. This is really what this book is talking about. This is what this book is talking about. Who, not how. Stop asking yourself, how can I start a business? Start asking yourself, who can help me start a business? Stop asking yourself, how can I get it done? Start asking yourself, who can help me get it done? Stop asking yourself, how can I design those flyers? Start asking yourself, who can help me design those flyers? So when you start thinking like that, you're going to see that there's so much. Now, even if you're not ready to create a course or coaching or any of this stuff, you can start an agency. And the good part is this. Now we have a training coming up soon that's going to focus so much on agency, teach you how to where to find the right. All of that stuff is coming soon, right? But you can start with this. Always be confident to figure out stuff later. Don't just let fear hold you back from starting. When I started university, uh 11 years ago, the truth be told, I had no idea what I was doing. But guess what? My mindset was this: start it and figure it out later. You know what I did? I started my university, even though I had no clue what I was doing. and I figured it out later. Every one of you on now, and those who are going to watch the replay, I want you to develop this mindset of start and figure it out later. As I close on this particular lesson, what is your profitable goal? How much are you trying to make a month? $1,000, 3,000, 10,000, or $84,000? If you make $84,000, you're already going to make $1,000,000. It's very easy to do. Who? Somebody said 20K to start. You got to have that plan. Are you going to have an online course and coaching program and also have a truck on the road? Are you going to have an online course and coaching program and also to have a what do you call it now? Have an agency, right? There's several ways to skin a cat. All right. This is what you need to do. If you set to make $1,000,000, if you sell a product, how to make $1,000,000. You don't need, I want to start from the bottom. You can send, you need 5 people to buy a $200,000 product, or you need 25 people to buy a $40,000 product, or you need 50 people to buy a $20,000 product, or you need just 100 people to buy a $10,000 product. Excuse me. Bless me. I get what I'm talking about, guys. So there are several ways to make money. Find your comfort level. Is it $200? Is it 500? Is it 1,000? Is it 2,000? 3,000? Is it 5,000? Right? It doesn't matter. Somebody's gonna pay you whatever value you can provide. Period. Let me tell you. You know that reason why my clients pay me well. It's not because I say this is my value. No, I actually help them make money. I signed a client today, and I'm going to help her create a course. And it was $10,000, right? Why? Because there was a guarantee. $10,000, and in 3 months, I will help you make at least a minimum of $50,000 back. It makes sense because I'm actually going to put money in their hands. I'm not taking money from her. I'm putting money into her hands. I get what I'm saying, guys. So it's time to dream bigger. Let me close by reminding you about some of the mindset skills. Confidence. You got to be teachable. You got to be fearless. You got to take action. So I need to take action today. If you're not on the Vonza platform, take a screenshot. This is the 2 things you need to do. Sign up. Vonza is, I don't know if the price have changed because I told my team we're going to raise the price. It used to be $79 a month. And let me double check real quick so I don't tell you guys the wrong thing. It might be $99 now. But if it's regardless, whether it's $79 a month or $99 a month for the basic plan, you got to take action. Okay, still 79. Lucky you, it's still 79. But by tomorrow next, our basic plan is going to go to $99. So go right now and lock it in. Stop saying, oh, well, I need to get a business idea first before I open up my Vonza account. No, I need to know what to sell first before I create my Vonza platform. No, I need to know what to coach first before I create my Vonza platform. No, start now. Figure it out later. If it's only going to cost you $79 your first month, even if your first month you cannot come up with an idea, it's only $79. $79. If you are now willing to pay $79 a month for your business that can change your life forever, you are not ready for business. Then the second thing, I'm going to send this in the email that I'm going to send out tonight too, is the VIP. You gotta be in VIP because you think today was good, wait for Saturday. When I have Dr. Faith with me and we're going in, it's going to be powerful. You gotta be there on Saturday. I'm going to teach you how I buy. I've driven Rolls Royces, Bentleys. Let me tell you a secret. Maybe this might excite you. When I bought my Bentley, I drove it free. How? I didn't spend a dime. In fact, the Bentley made me money. When is the last day to upgrade? Saturday. You have between on Saturday to upgrade. But but try and upgrade this. And I only want 10 people in this VIP actually. So if it's gone, it's gone. But try to register, right? My actually people say cars are liability, right? No. I figured out to make cars work for me. Actually has made more money from my Bentley than from any other car I've driven. How do you drive luxury cars for free? How do you qualify yourself? How do you understand this credit game? How do you get banks to give you money? How do you take your credit from 500 to 750 in 9 months? How do you get this business credit? How do you do these things? You gotta know it if you want to play this game, right? So you need to register. So these are the only two to do's. Then I'm going to take some few Q&A. Then we're going to wrap up for the night. Then we're going to be back tomorrow. So your to-do is go on Vonza, sign up, be an action person. Don't be this person that's always procrastinating. Sign up. It's 79 freaking dollars. That will not change your life, but your Vonza platform will change your life. Sign up. If you already have a Vonza plan, you're on free. Show yourself that investment, $79, right? Because on on Thursday, right, when we talk on courses, you need to have your Vonza platform that you can log into and see what we are talking about and what we are doing, right? And also, too, by Saturday, everybody here, you must have at least one online business you are going to launch. And where are you going to launch it on? You're not going to launch it on the thin air. You're not going to launch it on the sky. You're going to launch it on your Vonza platform. So I need every one of you create. I also want to teach you in Christianity, we call it faith, walking by faith. Stop being that person that try to figure. If I figured out how hard Vonza was going to be, I would not have started it. If you're trying to figure out everything, you know, the boss is going to leave you behind. Stop trying to figure out everything. Just launch it. Step out of the boat. Give it a try. Say, no more procrastinating. I deserve this. Why? Because you want financial freedom, right? Previous. Previous. Let me come out of here. Why? This is it. Whatever this means to you, right? Oh, let me go back to that slide. Whatever this means to you, create your own freedom, but it's for action takers. All right. So if there's any Q&A, I want to answer any Q&A today for about 5 minutes. Then we're going to reconvene for tomorrow. So I need to get on Vonza. Tomorrow we're going to be breaking it down. Create an account. Start with the basic plan. It's 79. I'm not gonna lie to you. I already told the team we need to raise it to $99. I don't know why they've not done it yet. Maybe by tomorrow morning it's gonna be $99. Okay. That $79 or $99 that will change your life forever. Because tomorrow, when we start breaking these things down, then Friday we start breaking it down. Then Saturday, for those of you that are going to gym for Saturday, we start, one on one. I'm going to critique your Vonza platform. I'm going to tell you that picture is not good. That color is not good. This is what you should do. But if you don't have a Vonza platform, I don't know I can help you any further. I'm just being honest with you, right? You are going to make your $79 back in the next 30 days. If you just do only one thing out of the hundreds of things I've told you tonight, and the ones I'll tell you tomorrow, and also two on Thursday and maybe Saturday too. Only one. Don't be afraid. Remember, fear is the enemy of success. 79. I went to a mastermind. I don't know. Jibril, I don't want to put him on the spot. These are guys. What I'm teaching you guys, this is some of my guys said. They paid me thousands of dollars. Jibril will tell you, they've paid me thousands of dollars to coach them one-on-one. What's his name now? Arod. He will tell you too. These guys, they pay thousands of dollars. And I'm giving you all these things pretty much free. All you need to do, commit first, figure it out later. Take action, figure it out later. All right. Let me see if there's any Q&A. I'm going to so take a screenshot, vonza.com, go to the pricing page, put your credit card there, show that you're a person of action. Tomorrow night, I'm going to start from there. I want to know how many of you really value this time together because you're taking action. I'm going to know how many of you have actually signed up. Not for the free plan now. If you tell me on the free plan, I'm already going to look at you like you're cheap and you're not ready for success yet. I'm really that honest because I spent 10,000 to go to a mastermind in February, and I've already made over $170,000 from that. When you invest and your mentor say invest and you invest in yourself, it changes your life. All right. Let me go now to 5 minutes of Q&A. If you're in the chat, you want to come on. Let me see. Stop share. All right, so I'm in the chat. Anybody want to come on video? You have a question or on the chat? I got 3 minutes of Q&A for today. So tomorrow plan for 2 hours. It's going to be 6 hours together today. Wednesday, Thursday. Then on Saturday it's going to be 4 hours because we're going in on Saturday. We're going in. I'm doing screenshot. I'm showing you guys my bank account. I'm showing you guys the money. I'm showing you guys stuff. I'm showing you guys some stuff on Saturday. It's going to be crazy because I want it to be visual. I want you to see that is possible, not just hear that is possible. Okay. So remember your to-do, your assignment for tonight is sign up for a Vonza plan. I don't care if it's a basic plan or a pro plan, no free plan, because we've been in that mindset. We're coming out of free thinking, and now we're going to pay to play. All right. Then secondly, upgrade to VIP, and I'm going to send you those show notes before 12 a.m. Eastern time today. All right. Any question? If no question, feedback. All right. Question. Are you able to unmute yourself or do I? Okay, let me unmute you. Imani, can you unmute yourself?
Yes. Hi, Dr. Yui.
We can't hear you.
Oh. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. You are muted. You are muted. Oh, somebody said they can hear her, but I couldn't hear.
Okay, you can hear me now. Okay.
I'm not able to hear her. Anybody, can anybody hear her?
Okay.
Okay, hold on. I think I'm the reason.
Yes, we can hear.
All right, go ahead.
Yes.
Okay, I hear you now.
Okay, perfect. It's an honor to be here. Thank you so much. I just have a quick question about copywriting. If you have any more information on that, or if you have courses or seminars, because writing is one of my passions, and I think that would be a great side hustle.
That's really good. So I'm going to add on my show notes to send like good copywriting courses and stuff. Okay. Remember, courses are the short way. Short is a shortcut to success. You're going to spend years trying to learn what you're going to learn in a course. So I recommend you take like 2 or 3 good courses, and I'll send some of them in the links. I probably find some on Udemy. Udemy is another good place as well, that because it's cheaper. But Udemy courses are not really good because they're like $10. Nobody's going to give you a 6-figure secret for you only paying $10, but it's a good place to start. Good question. All right, any other question or feedback? I need to drink hot tea. Sorry, my nose is running. Any other question or feedback? If you want to if you have a question, I think you just have to unmute yourself.
Dr. Abraham, thank you so much. This is This is Paula Myrick. How are you?
Hi.
Hi, I really enjoyed the session tonight. I had a question for you with regards to credit and business. Should we be working on both of those simultaneously? Do you? My question is, should you have excellent credit before you start your businesses, or would that be beneficial?
No, very good
Question.
question. Now, you don't have to fix your credit first before you start your business, right? But you need to work on your business, sorry, work on your credit as well. Because if you don't have good credit, there's a lot of limitations when it comes to like, starting your business. So, for example, you remember I only came to America with $100. So one of the secrets to me climbing up financially was not just getting it through business, was really utilizing credit cards, right? So using credit cards to fund my way to success. Okay. So maybe, for example, one of my first businesses was doing videography services, and those cameras would cost like $5,000. I could not afford it. So what do I do? Thank God I got good credit. I got a credit card. I buy the camera with my credit card. And then when my clients pay me for the work I've done, I pay off the credit card. You see? So I use credit. I use really the bank's money to help to build my wealth and help to build my finances. So it's an absolute must. And on Saturday, VIP day, we're going to be going into these things.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. E- Everybody, right? Fine, let me record this part too. I'm going to post it too. So everybody write this down. Life. Let me not say life. Financial freedom starts at 720 credit score. If your credit is less than 720, you are in a different world. When you get to 720, banks will beg you they'll beg you to give you money. Every single day I get banks, I get credit unions, I get what do you call them now, private lenders begging me to loan me money. I know what I say, nope, I don't need it, right? Because I understand the game, right? That's why I'm starting my own bank next year, right? I understand the game. When you get to 720 720 720 score and above, so many opportunities. Like I travel for free. This is not like somebody just capping. This is real life. Like I'm going to Africa soon. Business class, paid, free, with points from cards. Luxury vehicles, buy luxury vehicles, zero down. Are you listening to me? I'm talking about Bentleys. I'm talking about I've got two Bentleys now. The first one I put money down. The second one zero. I didn't put no money down. When you have good credit, there's some of these things that happen to you. You buying a house, um, travel, even your car insurance too, right? Because they tap all this stuff, right? Your credit's good, you're gonna get better rate with your car insurance as well. So we're gonna go deep down as we're gonna go deep into this as this mastermind continues, So we're just getting started, but you guys also hold me accountable to these things I'm saying I'm gonna show you guys, because I don't have notes. I'm freestyling. So remind me, say, hey, you say you're going to teach us this and this in case I forget. Okay. So everybody, assignment, you must get your credit score to at least 720. Is a must. Okay. But we're going to do that on Saturday. All right. Any other, because if you don't have money, what do? You have to borrow or use other people's money. That's what I've done. Or get customers. And I've used all three, but credit I couldn't do what I've done. If I was in Nigeria or some other country, I didn't have credit system, I couldn't do what I've done. That's why America is the greatest country in the world. Be happy and glad you are here. This is the land of opportunities. But here's the problem. Look at me now. A lot of people can't see it. A lot of people are blind. They cannot see those opportunities. And those who see them don't teach them. And that's why I'm teaching you guys all of these things in the next 3 days. All right. I got 2 more minutes, and I really gotta wrap it up because it's past 2 hours now. So, any other question or feedback? And let me tell you one more thing: the most difficult people to succeed in business. Let me warn you guys now. In fact, let me record this one too, because I'm going to use it. Listen, guys. Now, some of you might not like this, but the truth is that the most difficult people to help in business and to succeed in business are Christians. You know why? Because many times churches have taught Christians the wrong things concerning money. And so a Christian would rather wait on God to bless him or her than to start a business. A Christian would rather pray and fast and expect money to just drop from heaven than to start a business. So those of you that are Christians, just know that you have a lot of work to do because you've been taught wrong. You've been taught wrong concerning money, concerning business. You've been taught wrong. All right. Shikera said, great session. Looking forward to tomorrow. Thank you. Phoebe said, can this work in Caribbean? Yes, it work anywhere. All right. I think that's it for today. Save your questions. Remember, I'm going to send an email before the end of tonight. Check your spam. If it doesn't come, check your spam. Then after this event, I'm going to chop all of this into an online course. You already have access to this online course because that's where the Zoom link was also there too. So you're going to have access to all of this. God is not a magician. You got to have something for him to bless. Stella, you're preaching right now. God does miracles, but doesn't do magic. Praying, fasting, sowing seeds, speaking in tongues, waiting on God have nothing whatsoever to do with your financial prosperity. You got to sow. You got to put something. You got to do something. You got to start something for God to bless. Okay. So if you're a Christian and you think you can just pray and believe and just stand, is a lie. I'm from Nigeria. I don't know of any country where people pray and fast and wait on God like Nigeria, but it's not the most financially prosperous country in the world, because praying and fasting and speaking to and giving tithes and offering and not doing anything for your business is not going to make you rich. Because God did not say make you rich, but your pastor taught you it will make you rich, but they didn't tell you the whole truth. It's just part of the truth. Okay. So if you're a Christian, you have a lot of work to do to begin to learn business. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for